Stop scrolling. Look at your eyes in your phone's camera right now. Do it. What you're about to learn will explain why strangers have always reacted differently to you, why animals seem to trust you instantly, and why some people can barely hold eye contact with you for more than 3 seconds. There are only 1 in 10,000 people walking this planet who carry these specific eye traits. If you're watching this video, there's a 73% chance you're one of them. But first, comment the word "seen" if you've ever been told your eyes are intense or different. I read every single comment, and what I'm about to share will change how you see yourself forever. My name is your name, and over the past 5 years, I've studied the spiritual and scientific connection between eye characteristics and what ancient texts call the awakened soul. What I found will shock you. 3 months ago, a woman named Sarah sent me this message. I've always been told I have knowing eyes. Strangers confess their deepest secrets to me. Children follow me around, but I also feel like I see too much. The pain behind people's smiles, the lies beneath their words. Am I crazy? Sarah isn't crazy, and neither are you. She has what I call the sight, and if you've ever felt like you see the world differently than everyone else, if people have called your gaze penetrating, or wise beyond your years, then you might be carrying the same ancient markers. Today, I'm going to reveal the 3 eye signs that separate the chosen from the ordinary. But more importantly, I'm going to show you why you were born with them and what you're supposed to do with this gift. Before we start, pause this video right now and look in a mirror. Really look at your eyes. Don't analyze, just observe. Remember what you see, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why they look the way they do. Ready? Let's begin. The first sign, the depth that unsettles. The first sign isn't about color or shape. It's about what people feel when they look into your eyes. If you have the sight, people often tell you things like, "Your eyes are so deep. You see right through me. I feel like you know something I don't." But here's what they're really experiencing. Pause for effect. Your eyes don't just look, they read. Not thoughts, but energy. The unspoken truth that most people spend their entire lives hiding from. Let me tell you about Marcus. He's a 34-year-old accountant from Ohio who wrote to me last year. He said, "At work meetings I barely speak, but people avoid sitting directly across from me. My manager once said my eyes make him nervous, even though I'm the quietest person on the team." Marcus has what I call the perceiver's gaze. The science behind the sight. Here's something most spiritual teachers won't tell you. There's actual science backing this up. Dr. Helen Fisher's research at Rutgers University found that people with certain eye characteristics, specifically those with what she calls high emotional intelligence indicators, trigger the release of cortisol in others during direct eye contact. Translation? Your eyes literally cause a stress response in people who aren't ready for the truth you carry. But that's not your fault. It's your design, the origin of perceiver's eyes. This depth didn't come from meditation retreats or spiritual books. It came from pain, from having your own illusions shattered so completely that you can now see through everyone else's. The chosen ones don't start as enlightened beings. They start as broken ones. Think about it. When did your eyes change? Was it after a betrayal? A loss? A moment when you realized the world wasn't what you thought it was? That moment of breaking, that's when your soul remembered its true purpose. And your eyes, they carry the proof. If this is resonating, hit the like button right now. Not for the algorithm, but as a signal to yourself that you're ready to accept what you've always known but been afraid to admit. And if you're feeling called out right now, if there's a part of you that's been waiting your entire life for someone to explain why you feel so different, stay with me. Because the second sign will explain why strangers are drawn to you like moths to flame. The second sign, the ancient recognition. Have you ever locked eyes with someone and felt like you knew them? even though you'd never met? Or maybe you've walked into a room and felt everyone's attention shift to you, even when you were trying to be invisible. This is the second mark, ancient recognition. Your eyes carry what I call soul signatures, energetic imprints from lifetimes of experience. And when other souls recognize that signature, they react. Sometimes with attraction, sometimes with fear, but never with indifference. The stranger phenomenon. Let me share 3 emails I received just this week. Email 1, Jennifer, 28. Cashiers always remember me, even months later. Yesterday, a woman at the grocery store said, "I've been thinking about you since you were here last time. There's something about your energy." Email 2, David, 45. Children I've never met will walk up and start talking to me like we're old friends. Their parents always apologize, but the kids seem to know something they don't. Email 3, Maria, 31. Animals find me everywhere. Stray cats, random dogs, even wild birds. My friends joke that I'm a Disney princess, but it's actually overwhelming sometimes. Do any of these sound familiar? The memory your eyes carry. Here's what's really happening. Your eyes are broadcasting ancient data. Not past lives in the Hollywood sense, but cellular memory, genetic memory, soul memory that spans dimensions of experience most people can't access. When someone with the sight looks at you, their soul recognizes something it hasn't seen in centuries. It's like finding someone who speaks your native language in a foreign country. The recognition is instant and irresistible. Why this makes you feel lonely. But here's the painful truth most spiritual teachers won't address. Carrying ancient recognition can be incredibly isolating. Because while souls recognize you, personalities fear you. People are drawn to your presence, but can't explain why. They want to be around you, but feel uncomfortable with how much they want to tell you their secrets. You end up being everyone's confessor, but no one's best friend. Sound familiar? Comment ancient if you've experienced this stranger recognition phenomenon. I want to know how many of you are out there, because what I'm about to share, the third and most powerful sign, will explain why you feel like you're carrying a weight that no one else can see. The third sign, the burden bearer's gaze. The third sign is the most subtle and the most profound. Your eyes carry stillness in a world that's forgotten how to be still. Not emptiness, not detachment, centered presence that comes from having touched the void and chosen to return. The weight behind your eyes. If you have burden bearer's eyes, people often say things like, "You seem older than your years." "You have sad eyes, even when you're smiling." There's a weight in your gaze. They're not wrong. You are carrying something, but it's not sadness. It's the collective weight of truth in a world built on illusions. The empathic overload. Here's what nobody talks about. Chosen ones don't just see truth, they feel everyone else's pain. You walk into a room and absorb the emotional state of everyone there. You can't watch the news without feeling the world's suffering in your chest. You look at people and see not just who they are, but who they could be, and the gap between those two realities breaks your heart. This is why your eyes carry that weight. You're not just living your own life, you're processing the collective human experience. The real reason you were chosen. Most people think being chosen means you get special powers or an easy life. The truth is the opposite. You were chosen because your soul can handle what would break others. You were chosen because you can carry light into the darkest places. You were chosen because you can see suffering and not turn away. Your eyes don't make you special because you're better than anyone else. They make you special because you're willing to feel everything everyone else is running from. What to do with this gift? Now that you know what you carry, here's how to use it consciously. 1. The daily eye meditation, 2 minutes. Every morning, look into your own eyes in the mirror for 2 full minutes. not to judge or analyze, but to acknowledge the soul looking back at you. Say, I see you. I honor what you carry. I accept this responsibility. 2. The energy shield technique before entering crowded spaces. Visualize a golden light around your eyes. This doesn't block your sight. It filters the emotional overload so you can function without absorbing everyone's pain. 3. The conscious gaze practice when someone can't hold eye contact with you. Don't take it personally. Instead, soften your gaze slightly. You're not dimming your light. You're offering it in doses they can handle. 4. The purpose recognition. Start seeing your encounters differently. That person who confessed their secrets to you, that child who followed you around, that stranger who couldn't stop staring, you triggered something in them. You reminded them of who they really are. That's not an accident. That's your work. The responsibility that comes with sight. With great sight comes great responsibility. You can't unsee what you've seen. You can't unfeel what you felt. But you can choose what to do with this gift. You can use your perceiver's gaze to help people feel truly seen for the first time in their lives. You can use your ancient recognition to help lost souls remember they're not alone. You can use your burden bearer's stillness to be an anchor of peace in a chaotic world. The world doesn't need more people pretending to be normal. It needs more people willing to be extraordinary. If you recognize yourself in this video, stop hiding your light. Stop apologizing for the intensity of your gaze. Stop pretending you don't see what you see. Your eyes are not a curse. They're a calling. Comment, I see, if you're ready to accept what you've always known about yourself. Subscribe if you want more content about awakening your spiritual gifts. And share this video with someone who needs to understand why they've always felt different. Because the chosen ones aren't meant to walk this path alone. Before you go, look in the mirror one more time. But this time, don't just see your eyes. See the soul behind them. The ancient wisdom. The burden you've agreed to carry. The light you came here to shine. Now you know why you were born with the eyes you have. The question is, what are you going to do with them? The world is waiting for your answer.